What is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Dragon Traveler video, and today we are going to talk about some big things coming to the game very soon. Now, it was announced on their VIP announcements page, so most people don't know about this, but I think some do, and it was talked about in the official Discord, and people are kind of gossiping about it, but I did, in a very high-tech format, paste it into this notepad. But we did bold some stuff for you guys so it's very easy to see. And there's also some things that aren't in this official announcement that are actually also announced separately, which we'll talk about at the end, which is the biggest part of this video. And you guys probably clicked it because of the thumbnail. But essentially, you'll see with this patch or event starting on April 16th, we are getting the featured Halkins, right? So this is where you can start summoning for them for your golden clovers and start dumping your currency. You're also going to see that we have rerun banners. So we do have Ifrit, Marilis, and Golvig, right? And all these characters are pretty good. I think most people are probably going for Ifrit or Golvig dupes. Ifrit is going to be for the blue team, and then the Demi-Lich, of course, is going to be for that other worldly team. And the skins are back, so you can actually get them if you want. I think one of the skins is actually going to be the Ifrit skin, right? That was given to the top ranked players on launch. I'm not too sure if it's called this, but we do have an Ifrit skin, I believe, because there's 3. So that is very interesting. A bonus event going on, login event, right? If you log in for 7 days, you're going to get an SSR Plus in Medusa. That is a very nice bonus. And for the 100-day anniversary, they are giving us just basically more packs. So if you guys are spending on the game, this is essentially what you can buy with your 100-day anniversary. And you're probably thinking, is there nothing for free-to-plays or low spenders? Well, we're getting a lot of other stuff, such as like extra date attempts, extra heart trials, extra daily challenge stuff for like the Mythos Conquest to get more rewards, even for the trial of the Warborn Goddess, and also even for gear farming with the Champion Expedition. And there is going to be that official payment center event, so you can actually get some extra materials when you spend on the game. So that's what the event is actually going to be in store for us. And in terms of like the 3 characters, right? Ifrit, we also have Golvig, and then we also have, I think I have Marilis somewhere here. She's very low down because I don't have anything invested into her. I think for the most part, like I said, if you guys are still filling out that Arcane Wisdom team, then Ifrit is definitely what you want to go for. If you guys are actually playing the Elemental Echo team, and you're still early game, you probably still want to summon for her. Actually, you definitely still want to, because she is going to be very good for you, and you can transition into the Arcane Wisdom team. But if you are playing the late game red team, then you probably don't want to go for her, because what you're going to want to use is Vermilion Bird, which is somewhere down here as well, but she's another SSR that just came out on her banner, and this character is going to be a lot better for that late game red team. Right, so that is what I recommend. In terms of the other 2 characters, I think Marilis not really used too much. I don't really know too much about her except that she's just good. I don't think she's going to be meta ever, so really up to you if you want to use her. Having 1 copy is okay for certain tower, cycles and stuff like that, but not really required. And then Golvig is actually insanely good for the otherworldly team. So if you guys do plan to play this, or even maybe the Elemental Echo team, you can sub her in. She's a very good character. She has this healing down, which is very strong, and of course, she has a ton of other stuff, and she can heal your team as well, which is really good. So she's kind of like that support healer, which can do, healing down as well. So yeah, the banner, I think the rerun banner isn't anything crazy, right? So it's a good time to save. You're probably not going to end up pulling too hard on it, because it's going to run alongside Vermilion Bird. And then after this banner ends in 9 days, so in about a week or so, the banner is going to switch, right, to another new character. We don't really know what it is yet. So until then, you're probably better off not summoning on that rerun banner. What I recommend is just not summoning on it until the very end, when the next character gets announced, and then you can decide if you want to go for the triple banner, and choosing what character you want to go for, if you want to go for the reruns. Now, in terms of the big news with this patch, so the big news is actually going to have to do with Noble Phatasms. So Noble Phatasms, the way that these work, they're basically going to be exclusive equipments, and these can actually give you a ton of benefits here. So you have like the generic ones, but if you look at the character specific ones, if we look at Ifrit, for example, because I think everyone's familiar with what she does, you're going to see, depending on the star grade, you are going to get extra effects. So for example, right, at red 6 star, which is basically diamond, whenever your basic attack crits, you have an extra chance to apply the Flame Brand debuff, right? So it's a very, very strong addition to characters and, you know, those heroes that you have. So if you want to make your Luminary super strong, you definitely want to make sure you get these for pretty much every single one. Some of them don't get like the biggest boost from the Divine Phatasms, but some of them will get extremely, extremely strong. For example, if you're playing Turfing in one of her teams, right, most likely the Purple Illusion Veil team, without this exclusive equipment, this Divine Phantasm, she is pretty bad. In fact, I think this is like almost all of her strength because the passive on this is absolutely insanely strong at every single level. Especially for keeping her from dying. Without this, she kind of just dies a lot. So yeah, some characters are going to be very, very powerful with this. And it will include some very popular characters, right? Ifrit, Jing as well, right? So if you want it for Jing, you probably do because at Divine 3, if you get there eventually, which you will even as a free-to-play low spender, right? Over time, of course, you're going to see that you get increased crit chance, you'll ignore extra physical damage, so it's like super, or physical defense, sorry, so it's super, super strong. As your dragon, right, it's going to make it so that you can reduce your ultimate skill cooldowns, right, so really, really, really strong. Even Apollo, a very powerful SSR X+, is getting one as well, which will make her even stronger in single target. So yeah, very, very big way to make your character stronger. Is it kind of whale-centric of an event? Probably, because it's a way for whales to get even more ahead and for them to spend a lot. So if you're looking for good ways to boost your characters, then yes, you do want to make sure you have these Noble Phantasms ready. Now for me personally, I definitely will probably be going for Ifrit and also Jings just because they are my two main DPSs. The other ones, yes, they look really good, but I think prioritizing DPS is very important, except for the characters that really benefit from their own, such as like Turfing as one prime example. But in case people are wondering, the way these Phantasms work, they're not having their own star grade level. It does follow your character, so if you guys don't have your characters at least like red 1 star, you're not going to really benefit from the Noble Phantasm, because if you look back at it again on this website, which I'll have linked down below, you're going to see that, yeah, the upgrade bonuses start at purple 6, which is basically red 1 star. You just need a bit more fodder, right, to upgrade them from purple 6 to red 1 stars. So this is going to be very, very important to keep in mind when you are going for these Noble Phantasms. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I'll have an updated video for the Divine Phantasm when they do drop in a couple of days. But in terms of the rerun banner, let me know down below what character you're going for, if you're going for any more copies. I personally am probably going to get my Demi-Lich to Diamond just because of the fact that I do run her in the Otherworldly team as one of my main teams, and the level 7 bonus is insanely strong, especially because of the fact that your Soul Siphon and your Nether Blast does hit another target, but the Soul Siphon hitting another target will just add a ton more healing. For the other two characters, right, I already have Ifrit at Diamond. Maybe I'll go for more copies, we'll have to see, but yeah, I don't really use Marilis either, even though I do play the Arcane team. So I think for me, I'm not going to go too hard on this banner. But thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.